Good morning. Please rise. Good morning. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
She will perform tonight live at the Adrian Arts Center for the Jazz Roots concert, so be sure to check her out. Now, a few club rules before we take off. We have no smoking, no congregating near the laboratories. In case of emergency, identify your nearest emergency exit. Fasten your seatbelts. Do not put your phone in airplane mode. Keep them out. Take photos. Tweet all you want. In fact, we have a little video to get everyone in the hashtag mood. Go ahead and roll the video.
Hey, Justin, what's up?
Not much, Jimmy. Hashtag chillin'. What's up with you?
Just been busy working. Hashtag rise and grind. Hashtag is it Friday yet?
Hey, check it out. I brought you some cookies. Hashtag homemade. Hashtag oatmeal raisin. Hashtag show me the cookie.
Sweet. Hashtag don't mind if I don't. Pretty good. Hashtag getting my cookie on. Hashtag I'm the real cookie monster. Hashtag no.
Delicious, right? Hashtag I did it all for the cookie. Hashtag LOL.
Hashtag classic. By the way, did you catch last week's episode of Duck Dynasty? Hashtag quack quack.
Nah, lately I've mostly been watching Netflix. Hashtag orange is the new black.
Oh, nice. I've been watching a lot of Barney the Dinosaur. Hashtag purple is the new black. Hashtag I love you, you love me, we're a happy family. Hashtag I'm 38. Hashtag dinosaurs. Hashtag how do we go extinct? Hashtag meteor. Hashtag ice age. Hashtag speaking of ice age, I just watched Ice Age on demand the other day. Hashtag funny. Hashtag Ray Romano. Hashtag Pepra. But by the way, Halloween's only like a month away.
I know.
I mean, do you know where we're going to be at? Hashtag life decisions. Hashtag sexy ghost.
I think I'm gonna go as a Ninja Turtle. Hashtag gotta be Raphael. Hashtag Leonardo sucks. Hashtag the turtle, not the Italian Renaissance painter. Hashtag Mona Lisa. Hashtag is she smiling? Hashtag speaking of smiling, I just saw my dentist. Hashtag bling. Hashtag dental care. Hashtag cavity free. Hashtag that's how we do. Hashtag we go hard. Hashtag we can't stop.
Hashtag we won't stop.
Hashtag we run this.
Hashtag true players for life.
Hashtag is it worth it or let me work it.
Hashtag put my things down, flip it, then reverse it.
Hashtag is it Hashtag is it
Hey guys, request?
What's up?
Hashtag shut the f*** up.
Right, not as funny as Jimmy Fallon or as good looking as Justin Timberlake. Here's our very own president and CEO of your Convention and Visitors Bureau. Hashtag Bill Talbert.
Okay, that's it. Let's hear it for the, look, these are the real folks. Thank you. Thank you, J-Lo. Thank you, Pitt. Thank you. Oh, yeah, Pitt, Mr. Bull. Thank you. We'll see you later. Crockett and Tubbs. Okay, off the stage. Now we're ready for the good part of the show. Is anybody ready? You ready? I want to give a shout out. This is being webcast around the world as we speak. And I can tell you, I can give a shout out to Roger Dow, who's in London at World Travel Mart. He's online, so wave to Roger Dow. U.S. Travel, no. And also Jennifer Palat, who is a staff director for the Travel and Tourism Advisory Board in Washington, D.C. She is watching. So, hashtag, right? Hashtag, hashtag. And also I have not only hashtag So Miami, I actually have hashtag valet parking. So it's, huh? You know, you like that? It's a good start. Okay, we're changing the format up a little, which the destination is always evolving, and so here we are. I can't tell you the last time I was here. We're going to hear some of the history of this building, but we've got a lot of really, really cool and famous people here. I just want to give a shout out for the elected officials, and then we had a little pre-event upstairs, but I want to give a shout out for Miami Beach Mayor Matty Bauer. Matty, be recognized. We have Miami Beach Commissioner Dee Dee Whitethorn. Dee Dee, thank you for being here. We have Miami-Dade County Commissioner Sally Heyman was here earlier. I think she's at the bar. State Senator Gwen Margolis, she was here earlier. She's at the bar. And we've got a lot of great partners, but we want to get right to our program. So, I also want to give a shout out for my wife. Cindy McCall Talbert is here. Stand up, please. Stand up. This is the only way really I get out of the doghouse, and it usually works. We just celebrated our 9th anniversary, and it's all, yeah, let's hear it for 9 years, okay. Hashtag. It's always good to marry up. So with that, Steve Haas, come on, join us up here. Let's hear it for Stephen Haas.
Good morning, everyone. Hashtag Bill Talbot. Bill, are you going to play Justin Timberlake or Jimmy Fallon? You know what? I'm going to take Justin Timberlake. He's younger and cuter. Hashtag Miami. Hashtag It's So Miami. Hashtag Let's make this happen.
There we go.
You know, it's funny. I have been in this building several times, and I asked my brother today if he's ever been in here, and he said no. But he doesn't remember when we were kids, and my grandmother took us here to see two Jewish comedians on this stage when this was a Jewish theater. Then I was here, opening night, when it became the first club, if you all remember, Club Z. Then it was 1235. Then it was Decos. Then it was Prince's Club Glam Slam. Then it was Level. But I gotta tell you, the company that's done it right, and I want to say thank you to them right now, is the Opium Group with Club Mansion. This place is incredible. Now let's get on with our program. First thing I'd like to do is thank our volunteer cheers. The Bureau has worked so hard, and every year we are breaking records. I've been on the Bureau for, I think, 12 years now, Bill? Been part of the Bureau?
21 years.
No, me, not you. And I got to tell you, every year, the Greater Miami Convention and Visitors Bureau breaks records. It has a lot to do with everybody that is inside the Bureau. In between the walls, the volunteers are crucial. First of all, Eric Jelson, I'd like to thank with Kimpton Hotels, who is our chair of marketing and tourism. I want to thank Greg Cook, who was our chair for convention and sales, who has moved on and decided to leave Dade County. And I want to officially announce to our board, Alex Tonarelli, the Lowe's Hotel, our newest member, newest chair of convention and sales. I also want to personally thank Arthur Hertz with Winnetka Sea Aquarium, who's been our chair for the Finance Committee. And a very special thank you to Carol Ann Taylor, Miami To Go, Heritage Committee, and the Black Hospitality Initiative. With their support and guidance, we really have broken records every single year. And at this time, I'd like Bill Talbot to tell us a little bit about all these record-breaking things that we're doing, Bill.
Thank you, hashtag Steve. To bridge over, let me also recognize some of our past leaders. The first board chair of the Greater Miami Convention Bureau is here today, and he's been here every year. My goodness, Steve Sonneman. Thank you, Steve, for being here. And another stalwart for us as board chair is Gene Prescott. Gene?
Let's hear it for Gene Prescott.
And by the way, honey,
Hashtag Gene.
hashtag Gene. And by the way, honey, I've never been to this club, ever. Hashtag. But I also want to give a shout out to my mentor. I'm here today because of one guy. There's probably some other folks here, but my predecessor, but one of the greatest men in this town, Merritt Steerheim. Thank you for being here.
Let's hear it for Merritt, one of our true leaders.
We're getting, come on, let's tweet some stuff here. Records. Now, last year we read all 15 records. We're not going to do that. Anybody, you know we're doing, but we're going to give you some highlights. Number one, jobs. We're in the jobs business. You know, you think it's about parties, I guess parties and nightclubs and restaurants and attractions. I guess it is. Larry, don't be confused here. It's not like this all the time.
It's definitely part of it, Bill.
Huh?
It's definitely part of Miami.
Yeah, there you go. So it's jobs, jobs, jobs. I can tell you that the hospitality industry for 45 straight months has added jobs in this community. So thank you, partners. Thank you, industry. Let's hear it for jobs. An increase of 4%. Overnight visitors, you know, we have a lot of hoteliers here.
We certainly
They go
do.
to restaurants and they go to attractions. I guess they go to nightclubs too. But overnight visitors for the last fiscal year, October through September, at 14, we've broken the 14 million number. It's 14.1 million. Led by international, up almost 5%. Record summer. Remember we used to have seasons? Whatever happened to the seasons? Huh? They're all gone. Why? We're on a global market.
Bill, we're a 365-day city now, and it has a lot to do with the Bureau.
And look at all of our partners here. Hashtag partners. Huh?
I'm all in.
Some people don't know what hashtags are in here.
They will when they leave.
Anybody? I know Merritt doesn't. Maddie knows what hashtags are? Yeah. Well, hashtag is on Twitter. You've heard of Twitter? Have you heard of the
Mayor,
internet?
you'll be twittering before you know it.
Mayor, have you heard of the internet? You still have a fax machine? Yes, she still has a fax machine. We'll have a
And
separate
a
session.
VCR.
We'll have a separate session, but it's a great thing, and it's a way to communicate with the world. Thank you, Mayor. Expenditures in our community, up almost 3%. Our visitors spent $22.3 billion in this community. And I can tell you, let's hear it for the visitors. And that throws off money not only for sales and marketing, but for facilities and a variety of activities. And I can tell you, 48% of our visitors are international, the largest percentage of any place in the United States. They represent, these international visitors, 70% of the visitor spend. RevPAR and tourist tax, up double digits. Revenue per available hotel room, up double digits.
Double digits, I think that's worth repeating, Bill. Double digits.
And also, the tourist tax collections are up double digits. I think all of us look at that number. Mayor and Dee Dee, you look at that number every month, and it's about customers. Dee Dee looks at the numbers. Yes, she does. Thank God she does. Miami International Airport, we have some folks here, and let me give a shout out for Emilio Gonzalez, who is the... That's Emilio's staff here, Dickie Davis. I'll report that you gave him a standing ovation. Why is Emilio not here, and why is the county mayor not here? Remember last year, County Mayor Jimenez was our keynote speaker. Why are they not here? They don't love us anymore?
I don't know. I got a feeling the airport is just so busy, Bill.
Well, they are both probably where we should be, receiving a check for $101 million from the United States government for a baggage system at the airport. You like that, Peter? So that's why they're not here. So it's, why are we not there?
Exactly. It's where we should be, Bill, but this is just as important.
Oh, there you go. Miami International Airport arrivals, remember 96% of our visitors come by air. International is up 5%, 20.2 million of enplanements, and we are partnering with the Bureau with, you've heard of the World Cup in Brazil? In June, we're partnering with the airport, the Bureau is, to have a stopover here. Peter Vittori's involved in that from American, so that when they go down to Brazil, we've got a lot of lift there, they'll stop off here and stay some extra days, stay in our hotels, eat in our restaurants, go to our attractions, and maybe even visit the nightclubs. So that's a World Cup effort. That's a whole month in June for everybody who knows football, and then after that, we're going to have the Olympics in Brazil. So we're going to partner up on that. And I guess we've got, David Beckham is going to arrive here soon. MLS, anybody know David Beckham? So he's going to land here. So we've got, those are just 5 of the records. So it's, I could read the rest of them, but you don't, hashtag don't. Hashtag don't. So, Steve?
You know, it's undeniable, Bill, what the airport does for this city. 96% of all tourism comes through the Miami International Airport. I really, truly look forward to working with Emilio Gonzalez and his team. Now, you know, the Bureau's job with the airport is to bring new airlines into Miami and new routes to bring to people to Miami. I got to tell you, Bill, it's like a highway. You know, when you bring a plane from a new destination, it's a direct highway right into our city. And that's how we keep breaking records. I also want to announce the newest of the airlines that are coming into Miami. GOL, bringing people in from Brazil. XL Airlines, finally an airline that I might be comfortable in, which is bringing people from Paris, France to Miami. Haitian Aviation, bringing people in from Port-au-Prince, Haiti to Miami. And I'm also happy to announce Aruba Airlines, bringing people from Aruba to Miami's destination. You know, American Airlines, which is our greatest partner, has also started new routes. They are now bringing people in from Paraguay, from Honduras, from Guadeloupe, from Martinique, and actually in the United States, I'm happy to say we now have a route from San Diego, California to Miami. Bill, tell us a little bit more about the service on the horizon.
Well, the future is very bright, fortunately, with 96% coming by air. We've got American Airlines is starting service from Milan, Italy. Is that right, Peter? Milan, and I think we're going on that inaugural flight.
Yes.
Right, Peter? Thank you, Peter. Peter Vittori from American. He's saying yes. Port Alegre in Brazil, Curitiba, Brazil, Cozumel, Mexico. We've got also, so we're going to have direct flights from 10 Brazilian cities. Brazil is our #1 market, has been for a couple of years now, and virtually half of the Brazilians who come to this country come to and through Miami.
Bill, that's amazing. 10 different cities from one country directly to Miami? And what is coming in from Brazil? What is the future of Brazil?
Well, you know, Brazil is the 5th largest economy in the world. They make airplanes, they make gasoline, they provide lots of jobs, and they're also providing some businesses here. But we've got, you know, just behind Brazil is Canada.
Exactly.
And they started service just this past Monday, bringing Canadians from Calgary, Canada. That was a long time ago, and many of them coming here for a cruise. You probably read a week or so ago about the Qatar Airlines. Qatar Airlines.
Qatar.
Anybody know where Qatar is? Anybody know that? It's right next to the UAE. And they're going to start service in June. And Qatar is the richest country in the world. It gives us a hook into Asia. So let me give a shout out both for the Miami National Airport staff, but your bureau staff. Yep, thank you. Thank you. Many of you probably don't know that your bureau staff partners with Miami National Airport on most of these route development projects. And I can tell you, I want to give a shout out now for Will Seacom from the CEO of Visit Florida, because one of the things we were able to bring to the table for Qatar Airlines, and they were with us in Le Mans for an event when the governor was there, but was the Visit Florida incentive program. So I know under Will's leadership, with the support of Andrew Hertz and Arthur Hertz, that pot for route development this year grew from $250,000 to $1 million, and we're tapping into that, and that's an important part. So Will, take a bow. Now, you know, we mentioned folks coming in to cruise, and we're the cruise capital of the world. Steve, is that we're still the cruise capital of the world?
That's why I live here, Bill. You know I love to cruise.
Hashtag
I also like
Steve
ships,
Cruising.
too.
Hashtag Steve Cruising. It's true. Anybody knows, huh? Right? Huh? Go ahead.
You know, I love going on cruise ships, and there's no better place than being in Miami. And this year, we're so excited. As every year, there's new ships coming in, and this year is no different. We're excited to announce that Disney Cruise Lines, the Disney Magic, is actually just arrived. We also are about to start, I believe it's next week, the Divina with MSC Cruise Lines, which I'm happy to say I will be going on within the next year.
MSC is here.
That's how I
MSC is
feel.
here. Are you taking me, Steve?
Hashtag Bill Talbot. Carnival Cruise Lines is bringing in Carnival Conquest. Costa Cruise Lines is bringing in Costa Luminosa. And Carnival is bringing back the Ecstasy. I don't know why that relates to this club somehow.
Steve, Steve, Steve.
Is Molly here? And Norwegian Cruise Lines, I am really happy to report, is bringing in the Getaway, a brand new ship and Miami themed. It is completely Miami on board,
Let's hear
including
for the Getaway,
outside.
Norwegian Cruise Line Getaway.
You know, for those of you who know the artist Lebo has been commissioned to do the entire outside of the ship, which is a local artist, and we're so very proud of that. Now, as many as you know, I am people love to say I'm the godfather and godmother of Miami Spice. Well, that is part of the now template for the Bureau's Temptations program. Today, I am so delighted to announce the addition to Miami Cruise Month in January.
All right. You and me.
So stay tuned and look out for these details, because this is going to be very exciting for everybody who lives in Miami and everybody who's coming into Miami. You know, the Temptations program is now sponsored by MasterCard, and MasterCard is calling it the MasterCard's Priceless Miami, and it's the presenting sponsor for the Bureau's Temptations program.
Let's hear it for MasterCard. They're in the house. Get your cards out. MasterCard.
Use MasterCard whenever you can. Bill, tell us a little bit more about Port Miami. What else is going on?
Well, Port Miami, the director, Bill Johnson, he must be in the Orient today. I just feel Bill is out of town. Heidi Webb, where's Heidi? Let's give Heidi.
I've seen Heidi, I know
Hi,
she's
Heidi.
here.
Thank you for being here. But, you know, we should not take lightly that Port Miami is a cruise capital of the world. We're going to maintain that title. We actually own it now, and we were hired. Your bureau was hired by the county, and through us with Bruce Turkel, our brand guru. Where's Bruce?
Bruce
Stand up,
Turkel
Bruce.
sitting
Come on.
right there.
We're going to hear about
Let's
Bruce.
give a hand to Bruce Turkel.
We're going to hear a little bit from Bruce, about Bruce in a second, but the whole Port Miami and the repositioning of the port under the leadership of Bill Johnson with Heidi. But what a great partnership. Last fall, 7 new ships in 8 weeks. Is that incredible? And that's once again about jobs. It's you know, they come early and they stay late. So. And there's a lot of investment at the port, whether it's a public-private partnership for that tunnel or the Panamax. Jose is here with the support of the governor. The Panamax deep dredge, the rail terminal, the new master plan for Port Miami, the future, and it's part of, where's Alice? Is that part of downtown Miami, Alice? Alice still here? Yeah, it's in downtown Miami. I get killed if I don't mention that. But the cruise capital of the world. So, but we have other investments in cultural facilities, the new Pam Perez Art Museum, Miami,
Scheduled to open very soon.
before the end of the year. And that goes together with the great investments here on the beach, the New World Symphony, you know, America's Orchestral Academy. So there's a lot of
So
investments.
much going on in that area. Miami
Investment-
Children's Museum.
The investments in the future. You want to talk a little bit about our future?
You know, the future of Miami is so bright. The Bureau has put together a strategic plan process. Investing in the future is key to the long-term success of this destination. The Bureau conducted a comprehensive, long-year process for development of a 5-year strategic plan, Destination Miami. We have hired and selected Ernst & Young after an RFP process. We did a 5 town hall meeting, which was held in Little Haiti, FIU North Campus, South Dade Cultural Center, the Miami Beach Convention Center, and the Adrian Arts Center. The process included stakeholders' interviews and additional surveying conducted, destinationmiami.org. Bill, do me a favor, can you just share a little bit more about the plans of where we're going?
I sure will, hashtag Steve. We're going to be, we've got 5 major planks here in no particular order, but I will tell you the first one for me and for us, what might that be? Huh? Thank you, Cindy, the Miami Beach Convention Center, unprompted.
What's more important than that building in Miami, Bill?
Yeah, there you go. The Miami Beach Convention Center and the headquarter hotel. You know, last year, August 14th of 2013, the voters on Miami Beach, by a 60+% margin, authorized a penny hotel tax for the expansion and enhancement of the Miami Beach Convention Center. I can tell you, we came together at the suggestion of our partners at the beach, our Fighting 502s. I think that was your Convention Bureau, the Miami Beach Chamber, and their representatives are here.
Bill, weren't you there every day?
Well, my office, they didn't charge me rent. But I had an office there, and there is our famous 502. That creative was provided by Turkel under the leadership of Rolando, and we met all the time at the Beach Convention Center around the table and working together. The Gay and Lesbian Chamber, Steve Atkins is here. The VCA was at the table. It was a great partnership, and we all worked together, and guess what happened? Over 60% voted for the Miami Beach Convention Center.
Wasn't it actually 67%?
67, I'm not good with math. Hashtag 67%. But it shows to us, and it continues to be our #1 priority, that there is support on Miami Beach for an enhanced, expanded, more modern Miami Beach Convention Center, the Regions Convention.
Let's hear it for the expansion of the Miami Beach Convention Center.
Steve, did you want a hotel as part of that?
I'm sorry, Bill?
Did you want a hotel as part of that?
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
I
Okay.
certainly do. I want to do it. There's no way to do it without it, Bill.
And we've got a model here. We had hoped you could say, why are we having this on November 1st? When we first planned this, and here at Miami Beach, there was on November 5th, there was a historic vote. And the Fighting 502s were starting to meet again. And then the courts, where did the courts start telling us what to do? So I guess there's a lot of lawyers in here. But at the end of the day, you know, it's a little bump in the road, and with the leadership of the Beach Commission, we're going to go forward, and the city manager who's out of town, Jimmy Morales, provided a very clear memo to the city commission saying we must proceed, we must have a headquarter hotel, we need to continue with the plan, and we'll vote, I guess, after the first of the year, as an agreement is negotiated with arts, culture, and entertainment, the event.
Bill, how many years has this process taken?
Actually, I'll tell you, this is actually true. On the 5th, actually Election Day, this is absolute truth, 12 years ago, the Bureau, Merritt was there, Merritt Stilron was there, 12 years ago, had the first study that called for the enhancements of the Beach Convention Center. 12 years on Tuesday. So we're all the Fighting 502s, raise your hand. Let's hear it for the Fighting 502s. The Hotel Association, the Beach Chamber, the Gay and Lesbian Chamber.
You guys did an exceptional job.
At the end of the day also, when we launch this new effort, thanks to the leadership of the city, where the business community is going to rise up, and if it's 60%, we did it before, we'll do it again. But this is the most needed facility in this community. You got wonderful new facilities all over town. We have folks, Larry Williams coming in from Atlanta. He was in Seattle, and I'm sure he's horrified to see the lack of convention facilities, and he's heading Beacon Council and would bring business that would need to meet in a world-class convention center. So I think that's number one.
Bill, are we a world-class city? A
Yes,
world-class destination?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Do we need a world-class convention center?
Do we?
Let's make this happen.
So with that said, I know your passion also is customer service.
It certainly is.
You want to talk a little bit about
Absolutely.
number two, in no order, but
You know, customer service and hospitality has been part of my life, actually my entire life. I think most of you know I've been in the restaurant business since I'm 14 years old. So it's almost been 10 years now. And my dad... Oi! Oi!
who was that?
I was having a religious moment at that time. Oh my God, 1975, Beach High. You guys know I'm a beach person. I went to Beach High, Miami-Dade Community College, and FIU. I have always been and always will love the city of Miami Beach and Miami. It is crucial to me.
Let's hear it for Steve. Come on, people.
It has been always, to me, the most important thing is customer service. I believe quite a few came to my pep rallies that I used to host at the convention center. I believe a few of you have seen some of my training videos, which are quite funny. I preach what I believe, and I fight for what I believe in, and customer service is crucial. You know, it's the Bureau's job to bring people to Miami. That's their job. But it's everybody in this room to make sure that the guest experience is exceptional once they arrive. It is easier to bring somebody back to Miami once they have a great time. So please, focus on customer service, and it starts with our airport. I am happy to announce that the customer service program at MIA with the Bureau will be starting very soon. The Bureau wants to also hold a successful ambassador program with Emilio Gonzalez and Dickie Davis. I believe Dickie Davis is right over there from the airport. Raise your hand, Dickie. She has done so much for the airport. But the very first impression, once you get here, is taxis. And it's our job as a city to improve and make sure that this world-class destination also has world-class taxis. Bill, give us a little more information on this, if you don't mind.
Well, goodness, you know, we talked about this as part of a strategic plan, and the consultants, with all of this input, both locally and globally, says the Achilles heel of this community, as well as we're doing really good, we need this convention center, is ground transportation, is appalling ground transport. Is anybody satisfied with the taxi system here? Raise your hands. We'd like to take you outside. Okay, but
Throw him out.
but I can tell you that there is movement, and there are 6 ordinances that have been proposed by county commissioners. They govern ground transportation, and Miami-Dade County Commissioner Sally Heyman was here, and she's very much serves on our board and very passionate about this. But there are 6 ordinances in no particular order. 2 regarding credit cards. Now, I know that's a pretty bold move, but we're going to move towards credit cards. Number 2 are 2 ordinances regarding an ambassador taxi program, both at the airport and the seaport, and then potentially a second ordinance countywide. Newer taxis, better drivers, better training, more enforcement, and that is by Commissioner Pepe Diaz on behalf of the county mayor. The credit cards is Commissioner Zapata. Audrey Edmondson, County Commissioner, has a digital dispatch also known as something else, but digital dispatch, and there are a lot of others, and actually I got a hashtag from one of the companies while I'm here. And also Dennis Moss has an enforcement ordinance. So, and we've created another group. Remember the Fighting 502s? They're around. We have a new group called the Gang of 10. And I can tell you, for the first time ever, the business community, at the request of our county partners and others, has asked us to bring together the business community. And we now have 10, a growing list: the Bureau, the Beacon Council, the Greater Miami Chamber, the Greater Miami Beaches Hotel Association, the Coral Gables Chamber, the Gay and Lesbian Chamber, the Coalition of Chambers, the Miami Beach Chamber, the Downtown Development Authority. Is that 10 yet? Nobody's counting. It must be 10. So I can tell you, they've all signed a joint letter that went to county commissioners. I can tell you, for the first time, our elected officials at the county who govern this are hearing from the business community, we're mad as hell, we're not going to take it anymore. And we go to all the meetings, we sit on the front rows. Mayor Matty Bauer and Dee Dee Whitehorn have always said, when you're there, sit on the front row. Does that work? And so we were there September 24th for an all-day hearing. Mark down November 13th at 2 o'clock, the county's Transportation and Aviation Committee will meet about many of these ordinances. Now, I think all of us know, unless you show up, nothing happens. But I can tell you on behalf of your Bureau, we are not going to stop until this system is improved. And I can tell you, you could see on September 24th a movement by the elected officials. They first had ordinances only at the airport and seaport. And because of the groundswell of support from the business community, they've expanded it countywide. But this is a tough battle. This is a very organized industry. So if you want to see ground transportation improved, and
who doesn't, Bill?
huh?
Who doesn't want to see it?
But the
improved?
point is, unless we show up, this system will keep going. It's our fault. So we're mad as hell. We're going to lead this effort. Okay, the Gang of 10, wave out there. Come on. And we're going to add.
Help us make this happen.
We're going to add everybody to this team. So November 13th at 2 o'clock down at County Hall. Very important date. Very important date. So that's a lot about ground transportation, but this strategic plan says this is the Achilles heel. You mentioned we're a luxury destination. Boy, what a bad image to the world today. And we all travel, we see how well the rest of the world is doing and how their ground transportation systems are really advanced. Why can't we do it? And we are going to do it.
It's time for us to jump on, Bill.
Thank you. So let's see. Now next is, we're getting close. We're almost to the end. Is anybody ready for us to finish? Now, unlike the past, we were usually the people between you and the bar. Well, since we're going to get you out of here before 1:30, but you're going to have to go past the bar this year because we're all going. How many? By the way, raise your hands if you're going back to work after this. It's so Miami, hashtag. Yeah, we have GPS on all of you. We're going to also expand our international marketing efforts and target domestic efforts. It's really, the whole strategic plan is, what do we need to do to get more visitors to support more jobs? It's just that simple. As well as we're doing, we're not taking anything for granted. So the consultants tell us kind of the obvious, that international business is in some ways low-hanging fruit for us. So we're continuing to expand our global network to 46 cities in 39 countries. You hear that? Your Bureau, 46 cities in 39 countries.
That's amazing, Bill.
That's probably
an amazing accomplishment.
That's probably, but because of the partnership, the government support and the private sector support, we're going to be able to do that. And then we also, the consultant said, listen, You need to figure out some ways to extend the stay. Now, everybody in the world knows about places like South Beach and downtown, and we've got Wynwood, Marlo. Where's Marlo there? I got it in, Marlo. But to extend the stay. And the consultant says, and all of our town hall meetings said, heritage tourism is the way to go. And I know, Steve, you were at most of those, and Carol Ann Taylor, who provides our leadership on that. So we're going to expand and enhance heritage tourism, and it's going to be part of our fabric, and we're going to get more visitors here to spend more money and support more jobs. So that's an important thing that we're going to do. Let me also talk about leveraging our dollars, because while we have, you know, our government support, and we look forward to that continuing, today's marketplace is different. You got a partner, and we've got Will Seacom. That how much does Visit Florida have this year? The base budget from the state, $63 million. 2 years ago, it was $35 million. Because of the return on investment for tourism in the state, and I can tell you, Arthur Hertz is a past chair of Visit Florida. Andrew Hertz this summer. Where's Andrew? Andrew Hertz will be chair starting this summer, and they've got me on training wheels.
Congratulations.
Over at the marketing committee, and we're making a difference. And Will Seacom has pledged to both Arthur, Andrew, and myself that the bulk of the additional dollars that come from the state legislature are going to international. Right, Will? Let's hear it. Come on, let's hear it. Come on. He needs to hear that. We've also got the Where Worlds Meets program. We've got Larry Williams, who's come in. Welcome for the Beacon Council. That is a unique program, the Where World Meets program, and we're looking to expand that. We couldn't do that without American Airlines. Without its support, its undying support. I can tell you, when we had the first meeting,
Bill, it's undeniable. We couldn't do it without American Airlines.
so we've got, and that's a partnership of the Bureau, American Airlines, the DDA, and obviously the leadership of the Beacon. So we're looking for Larry's new eyes.
Just look at these top international markets, Bill.
Yeah.
What I love seeing is 2011 numbers, and then looking at 2012, and looking at the percentage changes. They're all positive.
Look at that. But we don't take anything for granted. Steve always tells us at the meetings, don't get comfortable.
You never get comfortable.
What keeps us up at night is doing well. That's what keeps us up at night, because everybody wants this business. We talked a little bit about the heritage tourism component, and we saw last Sunday on television, on network television, a local resident who had a focus on heritage tourism about neighborhoods. I don't know if anybody saw LeBron James. So we're bringing him into the house, and I think we're going to show you this 90-second video that's now obviously gone viral. So it's not by the Bureau, but by Nike.
Y'all ready?
Yeah, man.
Let's get it, man.
Breaking news on South Beach. The causeway is blocked all the way back to 395. The upper straight again.
I will continue until they're done. Count every second till I'm one. I'll keep it even till the time is done. It's all I want to know that each and every one. We will crawl for miles and walk and find to run. You guys. Come on.
Let's hear it for LeBron James and Miami Heat.
Isn't that nice? That's the kind of community we have, and the strength of the brand, and neighborhoods and heritage tourism. You know something about neighborhoods, don't you?
I certainly do, Bill. Living down here, I've watched all the neighborhoods change. You know, City Hall, the restaurant. Anybody here ever heard of City Hall, the restaurant? Louder! You know, which is celebrating its 2.5-year anniversary today, I might add, which I'm so proud of. You know, City Hall, the restaurant, I designed and built 2.5 years ago in an area that pretty much didn't exist. And today, it's one of the hottest neighborhoods in Miami called Edgewater. In just a short amount of time, about 4 or 5 years, probably about 20,000 condominiums have been built. And our city just continues to grow. It is amazing what's going on, the evolution of Wynwood, the evolution of all our cities, Overtown, Liberty City, Little Haiti, Calle Ocho, Little Havana, Coconut Grove. There's such an evolution, and the growth that is going on right now is amazing for all of us to witness, to watch, and to see everyone thriving. This city is doing great. Take it from
Well,
there, Bill.
let me just give you the bookends. 5, anybody counted, we're at 5. It's expand our digital marketing programs. Now, we have digital marketing, but it's we're taking it to the next level, and that's what the consultants has advised. So we're focusing more attention. We're launching a new, more robust website, and we're going to, I think, roll a little preview of the website. It's the internet, called the internet. Roll the video, 1 minute.
You know, Bill, it looked like it was very easy to navigate that website.
Yeah. No,
How many
it's,
languages is this website?
Well, we're adding additional languages. We are going to have it in English.
English?
Yes, we're going to have it in English. It's a new program. I thought you'd like that, Maddie. We're going to have it in, and this will be in maybe 60 days, in Spanish, Portuguese, German, French, and Italian, Peter, Italian. So let's hear it for multiple languages.
I encourage you all to go on our new website. It's actually very exciting. It's really something new. It's innovative. It's miamiandthebeaches.com.
And that's the strategic plan. How can we grow the marketplace? We're going to focus. We're laser focused. The budget that was approved by the board is based on these 5 platforms. We're reallocating resources. We're spending more money in certain places, and we're quite proud of the process we followed. 5 town hall meetings, internet, lots and lots. I think probably everybody in this room was talked to. So on your behalf and on behalf of our board, we're proud of this product that's being rolled out today. I think, is the ink still dry here?
Almost.
Our strategic plan, you'll all get a copy, kind of like Oprah.
It's in
Everybody
the
gets a
lobby.
free
Please
copy
take it with you
of
on
this
the way
today.
out.
So you want to wrap up on the strategic plan?
Absolutely. You know, it's just amazing what the Bureau has done, what the Bureau is thinking, where their mindset is for the future, and you'll read it all in the destination pamphlet, so please take it with you. It's really actually quite interesting to read it, and it tells you the good and the bad. Now, I want to bring us a few other things. You know, as I mentioned in the beginning and upstairs, I am so proud of this team. This bureau, without a doubt, is the best bureau in the country, if not the world. And it's actually very easy to say it because it's actually true. The Bureau has also recently hired 2 seasoned industry professionals, both with 20 years' experience with global brands. I'd like to welcome Kathy Sims, who is heading our DC Regional Sales Office. She was formerly with Marriott. And I also like to welcome to the Bureau Carlos Tate, Director of Sales of Latin America. He was formerly with American Airlines. I also like to recognize awards received by the Greater Miami Convention and Visitors Bureau team members. This is a team-winning, award-winning bureau. These people are earning awards who are working in this office, who are doing such an exceptional job. Last year, Brandy Scott won the Rising Star Award, and I am absolutely thrilled to say that Janelle Carrillo won on Destination Marketing Association International's 30 Under 30 Award. Let's hear it for Janelle. I know she's in the audience. So well deserved. You know, sharing personal stories, sharing everything about Miami Beach and Miami. This is a city that we all love, we all care. Let's put a drum roll to that. And we all believe in. This is a team effort. Everybody in this room has to give and take and do everything they can to make this city the most successful city in America. And I got to tell you, the Bureau is doing just that. You guys are exceptional. I couldn't be more proud to be the chair, and I couldn't be more proud, Bill, to work side by side with you. You have done an exceptional job all these years leading the Bureau, but more importantly, leading our destination, Miami and the beaches. You know, I could talk about my life here, and it's great, but it's important for all of us to have the love of our city. It's important for us to care about what we do. You know, I've learned hospitality and I've learned customer service my whole life. My parents taught it, and every mentor I've had through the ways have taught me that customer service is the key to our success. It is the key to your success. It's the key to everyone's success in Dade County. I also, at this time, want to thank all our elected officials, our volunteers, and our committee chairs for everything they have done, all the hard work they have put into this the last year and the years to come. But at this time, I want to recognize one individual, a very special person to the Bureau, to the city, and to me personally. I want to bring up to the stage Carol Ann Taylor. She's a really special person. Carol has been on the board, how many years?
20 so.
20-something, so she started when she was 5 also. She's on the Black Hospitality Initiative. She's the chair, excuse me, she's the chair of the hashtag chair, BHI. But why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, Carol?
I really would much rather talk about BHI, Black Hospitality Initiative, which is formerly the Visitors Industry Council, was established 21 years ago. Merritt Steerheim is here. As an outreach, not-for-profit, of the Convention and Visitors Bureau to assist in bringing diversity, community outreach, and people of color into the hospitality industry. And after 21 years, by the way, I'd please like to have Petra and Graylin to join me on the stage.
Come on up.
After 21 years of doing business as the Bureau's not-for-profit organization, with the help of a wonderful board, many of whom are in this room today, and Bill Talbert and all of the staff, we have come to a turning point where we are working very hard to bring tourism to all of our neighborhoods, to bring more people of color and diversity into the tourism industry, and we are actually succeeding at doing that. So we're very proud of that, and thank all of you for your support.
We have a little surprise for you, Carol Ann. Some months ago, the Tourist Development Council, I believe Gene Prescott, you're a member of the Tourist Development Council. Maddie Bauer is part of the Tourist Development Council, Bill Perry and others, and we provide some staff support. And I can tell you that there was an award, and I think Gene upped the award, thank you, Gene, for the Heritage Tourism Program. And we fought and we scrapped, and it happened. Your team was there personally. But in recognition for that work, we want a co-partner. And Steve, you want to present this check?
With pleasure. A check for $5,000 to the Black Hospitality Initiative and all their hard work with Heritage Tourism. Well deserved. Let's get a picture of this. Let's hear it for all their hard work.
And by the way, for the record, we'll get board approval for this later.
Bill, I'm gonna actually let you close it out.
Yeah, let me just, also, this is, I think everybody is familiar, you've seen everything on the walls, the It's So Miami program. And that program is evolving, and I think Steve is It's So Miami, and all of us, it's really, and it came in a partnership with Turkel and Eric Jelson. Eric here, chair of the marketing committee, but that program is evolving, and I'm telling you, I'm proud to say that whenever it was, the Visit Florida's annual meeting, the Governor's Conference on Tourism, your bureau received the very prestigious Flagler Award for the It's So Miami program. So let's thank everybody for that. And I think this year Will counted the ballot. Were you involved with the ballots this year? No? Yeah, I think he had a hand in the final thing. So it's, and this is all part of our evolving branding from Turkel and our expanding program. We're evolving it. As we said when it was approved, it has legs. And if you see some 20 images, this works in just about, oh, there's the Flagler, Henry Flagler. I didn't know him. I don't think he came to this club. But I think we have do we have a video, Rolando, a little video? Our last video extended the time 3 minutes, and we're going to close. It's So Miami. What's next?
I'm from downtown Miami, and I would love to be your ambassador.
Hey, my name's Neil Sorin. This is Wynwood. This is my neighborhood. This is where my passion is. And I would love to be a brand ambassador to help spread awareness about Wynwood, this wonderful neighborhood, and get people coming here and enjoying it as much as I do.
My name is Latarge Ingram. I represent Jackson Soul Food in Overtown, and I would like to be Overtown guy.
Música que presente Cuba y de los pueblos limítrofes, Colombia, Venezuela, Panamá, Oye Dominicano, Puerto Rico, mi gente, Cuba. Y aquí le damos un saludo a la calle 8. Miami, sabor y alegría.
Thank you. We're going to close. I want to just say a couple of quick words. I want to thank our board leadership. I think many of us are involved in boards, but this is the hardest working board, and they're all in the industry, so they don't, they keep our focus, and I want to thank all of the current leaders, the past leaders. So let's hear for the board of the Bureau. It's all about partnership. Everybody is here today, and thank you all for coming out. I mean, without free drinks, this is the first time I've ever seen this. But we're ever evolving. We take nothing for granted. But let me give a shout out. I always forget a group, and I hear about it later. But we have honey, I'm not ready, honey. 1 second, please.
I think people have had enough of you.
Please.
So it is time to have some fun.
1 second, we're going to
No,
do
I'm
that.
sorry, honey. I adore you. This is Miami.
My wife is here.
Oh, your wife is here.
Right down here, the lady.
I didn't know you were married.
Yeah,
Really?
you know it now.
Actually, do you guys want to have some fun? Do you guys want to party?
Hang on.
What an honor to be here.
1
though.
second, because I got to recognize some partners. I did mention all of our chamber partners, part of the Gang of 10, and I've also got Sunny Isles Beach is here, and where's Ibis Romero? I'm not sure I mentioned them, but they're all here. So I want to, starting at home, the most tolerant woman I
5
know
seconds.
on the face of the earth, Cindy McCall, but the Bureau staff.
4 seconds.
Al West, Ida Moriarty, Jenny Gutierrez.
3.
What?
2.
I'm waiting.
1.
Thank you all for being
Ladies and
here.
gentlemen, give it up for Bill, and this is time to do some conga. Come on, get up. I want to see those hands. Come on, come on, come on. I don't want anybody on the seats. Come on, come on. Get up, lady. You can do it. This is Miami. Come on, people. You've seen it enough. Now you can see some conga from Gloria Estefan. Let's conga right out, ladies. DJ, let's put it up. Thank you very much once again, ladies and gentlemen, for coming. As representative of Gloria Estefan, Thank you again. One more year. Do that conga. Yes.